All right, everyone, and welcome inside North Hill Bowl for the 2025 NDBowlTV Masters. I'm Darren Cini alongside Blake Wallstrom and Josh Craig calling the action today. Let's quickly go to our Stepladder finals. And here are our final five. The number 1 seed, Jamie Craig. The number 2 seed, yours truly, myself, Darren Cini. Number 3 seed, defending champion Thomas Wolf. Number 4, Michael Neibauer. And the 5th seed, Peyton Sumners. So let's bring it on into the booth. And as mentioned, Blake Wallstrom, Josh Craig. And as many of you can see, we have a situation today. So I made the show, and I'm going to turn it over to these guys. You good for that?
Yeah, we're going to give it a whirl.
It's definitely different. Let's quickly go through the qualifying scores. We're bowling on the 2025 USBC Masters pattern, which I believe is a 44-foot pattern. Is that correct? Yep. And it's got over 32 mils. So very, very juicy is what I would say. Leading the qualifying was Austin Ducharme, and the cut to the top 16 was Derek Jackson at 144 under. So some pretty low scores. Let's start with you, Josh. How did the pattern play for you?
To start, I just kind of tried to not give away the pocket. I was kind of up like 10, 12.
Here we go.
Kind of up like 10, 12, bigger ball, bunch of surface. And then towards the end of the day, they actually opened up more than I thought they would. I didn't think anyone would get into anything shiny.
Right.
And the whole second half, I threw some bigger ASIM pearls. I was just able to move left, and as long as I got it 15 to 20 down lane, it's a pretty good chance to at least get 9.
Sure.
And that's all I was looking for.
Blake, how about you? How did the pattern play for you this weekend?
It was tough. I am not very good right now, but I was just trying to keep it in play, but it was very challenging. If you grabbed it a little bit or missed in a hair, it would go high, and same thing on the other side. If you missed out, you never hit the head pin. And so leaving makeable stuff was a little challenging, and just too many splits and washouts didn't quite get the job done.
So the top 16 advanced to the bracket round today, and in the bracket we had 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, and so on, and there were 3-game total pin matches, much like you see in the USBC Masters. And after 2 rounds, the final 4 undefeated players would then be ranked by their 6-game total, 1 to 4, and the highest pin total out of the 4 players that lost in the second round would earn that 5th seed. Just going through some matches this morning, Austin Ducharme defeated Derek Jackson 569 to 476. Ryan Sulk over Jamie Craig over Ryan Sulk 571 to 563. Peyton Sumners over Josh Craig 581 to 507. Darren Cini over Taylor Wallstrom 565 to 500. Michael Neibauer over Matt Smallin 550 to 536. Tristan Clymer over Tatum Lee 607 to 498. Dawson Unrath defeated John Breckel 535 to 502. Thomas Wolf over Dale Newton 519 to 488. And then after that, Jamie defeated Austin, Darren defeated Peyton, Thomas defeated Dawson, and Michael defeated Tristan. So then by Peyton Sumner's high score, he did qualify for the 5th seed. So what's going to happen, they re-oiled the lanes. We're going to have 15 minutes of practice with all 5 players. And then we'll be underway with our first match, which is Michael Neibauer and Peyton Sumners. We do have a camera I'm going to send it out to the lanes, and then I'm going to turn it over to these guys. So be nice to them. I would appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys stepping in last second. If anyone's got any questions in the chat room, please let them know. Can you guys see us, hear us? Josh Gilbertson says there's no audio. Is there audio? Please let me know. How does it look? How does it sound? That would be very depressing if we couldn't hear anything we just said. I'm showing we have audio going. So if anyone's in the chat can confirm how everything looks and how everything sounds, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, my wife does confirm we have audio, so that is good. Josh, you'll have to, well, I guess you can't hear me, but loud and clear, perfect. I appreciate you guys. I wonder if we can get them to put names on there. 1 second. Jeff, can you put names on there so I can get that camera ready? Just 2 names. Again, this is a show that's different than normal, so bear with us.
Just rolling with the punches here.
That's right. Everyone has always asked me over the years, what are you going to do when you make a show? And in 13 years, believe it or not, yesterday was NDBowling.com's 13th birthday. And so in 13 years, it has not happened, and here we go.
Doesn't seem like you've been doing it for that long, but
It feels like it. All right, I'm just going to wait for Jeff to get some names on there. We're going to calibrate this score camera so these guys don't have to move anything around. And then we'll be underway. I'll turn it over to you guys. And all right, Josh confirms he's got sound. Good. And again, we are on fresh oil, so everyone will get practice shots for 15 minutes. I can tell you one thing, I did not like the fresh. So this is not going to be fun for me.
I'd say judging off the scores, I think, what was it, Thomas was 519. That didn't, and your scores weren't very high. What was Peyton's for the first set?
He had 583, I think, in the first set. I had 565.
581, yep.
581 for Peyton.
I suppose by the time it gets to Jamie, it'll be broke down a little bit, but
Gonna need somebody to go hit bowl to get that score up on the screen. Appreciate everyone being patient with us. This is a different situation for me, but we'll be underway here shortly.
yeah, the bowlers probably want us to start more than anybody.
Right. Yeah, if you guys have a moment, please share the stream with everyone you know on social media. I will go through and just say quickly that Storm is the official bowling ball sponsor of the High Plains Bowling Network. Big thank you to them for the 3rd consecutive season. And then, of course, you can save 10% on all orders at zellogear.com by using promo code NDBowlTV10. So head on over there to get a new jersey for the season. That would be greatly appreciated. Now let's crop out our camera here, and then we'll get going. All right, so we're going to go here. Looks like you guys can see the scores pretty clearly. So I'm going to turn it over to these guys. You guys be good to them, and we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, well,
All right.
we'll do our best, and good luck out there.
All right, thanks, man.
Oh, Ken Fletcher, this is going to be a very interesting show. We're in like the D squad action here. Andy, let me look here. Looks like we had 45 total entries this year. It's a great tournament. I think it's been a hard sell a little bit because it's so early in the year. People don't feel like they're very sharp, but it's a very good one to get into. And if you're ever interested in bowling the Masters, which I've been lucky enough to do a few times, it is a great way to try to win your way into it and get to go bowl with the pros. I would say I've learned a lot of things and got a lot of knowledge just being there around those guys and talking to some of the ball reps and some of the other players. So even going and watching, I highly recommend. Looks like they're resetting and getting ready to start the practice. So we got about 10-15 minutes probably before we're ready to go. Oh, we got Josh back in the booth here. What are you thinking we're going to see here? What do you lane play? You think they're going to try to break them down towards the outside more, or?
I think if they're smart, they should try and break them down outside more. This morning, I feel like a lot of people started left. Not sure if it was based off of what they ended with yesterday or what they saw in practice, but there was a lot of pairs where everybody started left and they turned into a ginormous mess.
Yeah, that seems to be a tendency. Is if people find something in, it seems to be that they want to start there and chase it in. You see that on the Pro Tour. You see that in a lot of different things. And sometimes it's not very conducive to scoring. But we got a fair share of different styles. You got a couple two-handers. Thomas, kind of more of your power righty. Then you got a couple more that are more of like a tweener style.
I mean, Cini and Mike are going to be. I mean, Cini's been around the 12, 13, just trying to not give away the head pin all weekend. Mike's kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, kind of just keep it on line, get the ball into a roll, and try to hit the head pin.
Thomas is going to do Thomas things. He's just going to go wherever he's comfortable at. Peyton's been a little bit, probably a zone left of Cini and Mike, just based off of where he started this morning.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to do about the same game plan. I think he's going to try out a couple different bowling balls to see what they give him, but.
And I'm not sure if Jamie's ever going to throw a practice ball, but if he does, he's going to be in the left gutter.
Yeah. To be young again and not have to throw practice balls and can sit there forever.
Thomas, our two-time defending champion, or just last year?
Just last year. The year before that was Taylor.
And then Thomas won the year before that.
And then Thomas won the year before that, yeah. Yeah, Thomas is kind of a staple on this show. Well, kind of a staple on most shows.
I was going to say, it's kind of an Indy Majors thing.
Yeah.
If Thomas is there, you can bet he's at least going to be close.
Well, I'm trying to think everybody out there. The next event would probably not. Well, singles, he does the live stream for, doesn't
he? He did the live stream for singles last year. I guess I'm not 100% sure if he's doing it again this year.
But that would be the second weekend in November. So
Saturdays from now.
Yep. So that's the singles and doubles. So if anyone's interested in signing up for that, should be a good time. That's at Sunset Lanes in Moorhead, Minnesota.
Thanks for confirming, Ken. He will be doing that. I'm sure Ken will probably be in the booth with him. That's always a good time.
Yeah, go back to the A squad, I'm sure. Unless Cini decides to bowl really, really good on that one too, then we might have to.
I think last year, did he bowl at all last year on Saturday? I think he live streamed the whole thing.
Possibly. Can't keep track of these things. They all kind of blend together. But, yep, very challenging pattern from last year's Masters. Spares, if you have a sleeper of any kind, or multi-pin spares, it's really easy to chop them. So, probably not going to be the highest scoring. We need spares and to close frames. As Darren said before, this is the USBC Masters pattern from the 2025 USBC Masters. It is 44 feet in length, 32.5 mils, and it kind of has like an hourglass shape in the middle. Alex is asking, what was the finishing order outside of the show? And Josh just went and grabbed that, and so he has the results here.
Yes, finishing sixth with the 1-1 record with a 6-game total pinfall of 1137 was Tristan Clymer. Seventh with a 6-game total pinfall of 1094 was Austin Ducharme. Eighth with a total pinfall of 1065 was Dawson Unrath. Ninth with, he went 1-1 losing the first match with 1204 was Ryan Selk.
Which was actually the highest 6-game total, but he lost the first round. So he got bumped down into that 9th through 16th spot.
10th with a 1094 total pinfall was Matt Smallin. 11th with a 1091 was Dale Newton. 12th with a 1029 was Derek Jackson. And then 13th through 16th are the four who went 0-2 in the matches. 13th was Josh Craig with 1095. 14th was John Breckel with 1046. 15th was Tatum Lee with 1040. And 16th was Taylor Wallstrom at 1003.
So as you can see, the scores are tough. The lanes are not very forgiving, and staying out of trouble and picking up spares is at a premium. Looks like we're punching names in here, and we're about to get started.
Blake, were you our highest lefty yesterday?
Yeah, but let's not talk about where we finished. All right, we got Michael Nyau versus Peyton Sumners in this first match. It looks like Michael's going to get us started once Jeff gets the lanes turned on here. Well, while we're waiting here, Josh, what kind of bowling balls did you throw yesterday? Which ones were the...
Yesterday I started with a gem. It was good as long as I hit about 11 at the break point. If I didn't hit 11, we were good for 9. Then switched to the Roto Grip Rockstar for a couple games. Had a better look with that. And then I got to 9 through 16, the last 4, and they hooked quite a bit more than 1 through 8 did. And I got left with an identity and then shot 269 the last game with the new Gremlin.
All right. Did you same type of game plan today?
Today, I will admit I was the one who, or one of the ones who, I thought I saw the middle of the lane being better and jumped way left, and it did not work.
Did not work.
Work.
Didn't develop. Well, we got Mike started us off there. He carried that 5-pin out for a nice strike to get started.
No, Alex, the left is not walled in this.
All right, see, as you can see there, giving away the pocket. It's really touchy. Got to be in control and get the ball to roll in the right spot, which is very difficult on this, especially with that hourglass shape.
Yeah, you catch the wrong part of that hourglass. There's no chance. Straight at the 2-8.
Yep, that's what I was saying. Those sleeper pins are definitely a challenge on this because it's very easy to slide by them or hook past them. Choose to throw straight. If you're off a little bit, you're just going to chop it.
Right again, I honestly think Peyton may have psyched himself out a little bit. He was quite a bit further right this morning when I bowled him the first match than what he is right now.
So think maybe the second round kind of got to him a little bit, and he's trying to start there a little earlier than maybe he needed to. What? That's a tough start, but this is one of those that you can battle your way back if you can make a few good shots.
Debbie, Peyton is from Williston, and Michael is from the Bismarck-Mandan area.
Great shot by Michael there. But as you can see by that one, he's not really giving away the pocket much.
Correct.
I mean, even if his ball went dead straight, he was still going to at least touch the head pin. It's just try to get the ball into a roll,
Yep.
to roll into the pocket, give yourself the best chance. And that's kind of one option, is kind of playing that real tight line. The other one is kind of playing a little closer to the gutter, and you're throwing it straight or even almost pointing it at the head pin and
Correct.
just trying to get the ball to roll.
Yep.
And like that one is a little wider and still got 9 out of it, staying safe. It looks like he may have hit that thing with some surface before this round.
Definitely. Yeah. I think Peyton said he had his power torque that he's throwing at 500 every time he started.
Yep, lots of surface.
Picks up the spare, stays clean. That's really all you're looking for right now, early.
Oh yeah, by far. If you can stay clean, shoot that 190 to 210 game, if you get beat, just tip your hat to the guy and move on, because that's about all you can do on this. Yeah, that one's just a little wide again. Don't know if it's nerves or if he just got tricked during practice. Maybe throwing it a little harder now that the arrows are up.
Right.
That can also be a little problem where if you hit it with enough surface, you're not going to get that down lane reaction because you're getting it to roll so early.
Yeah, then just has nothing left, burns up.
Yep. Which is, I think, kind of what we've seen yesterday. Everyone had so much surface, and it transitioned way faster than anyone suspected, and then it was kind of cleaner. Bowling balls just get through the front to get to that dry spot that they created.
Yeah, I mean, historically, the fronts took quite a bit of north of the bowl anyway in the first place. And then everybody started with 500, 1,000.
You know,
It just wasn't a good combination.
that shot from Peyton was a lot closer. I just wonder if he's going to try something different, or maybe even just square up a little bit more so he's not giving away the head pin as much. Clean that one up. Oh,
Oof.
that is a bad break there.
That is the definition of what Blake was talking about with the ball burning up.
Yep.
Hooked it about the arrows and then went forward and had nothing left.
Yeah, that's just one of those unfortunate ones where you try to keep the ball in play. You have all that surface just to keep it controlled, and that's just one that deflected, leaving the 8-10, which is not what you're looking for. You're just trying to hit the pocket, get 9, clean it up, and move on. But he's still in control of this match if you can just get back on the spare train.
I'm not very good with my big 7 brand bowling balls, Blake. What ball is that?
That is a very good question. It's one of the deviate ones, which I'm not as sharp on. That
Gets away with the Brooklyn there. Definitely a good 6 boards to the left at the laydown spot on that one compared to the other ones. Tyler Renner coming in clutch. The deviate brutal collision.
there it is.
Looks like he did try to parallel right there a little bit. Just still didn't have enough to make it through the hourglass shape on the right side.
Yeah, what do you think the solution is? Maybe slow the ball speed down a little bit?
I mean, he's been based off of the screen mouse power, which I mean sometimes aren't the greatest representation. He's been throwing it harder just about every shot this game. So definitely either try and slow it down to get it to shape a little more off through the pattern, or keep it more in the oil outside of the hourglass. Hope you carry.
Yep. The tricky part about the pattern is it's tough no matter where you play, but you have options on where you can play. And I would say the biggest thing is pick what you are comfortable doing and where you can stay out of the trouble the most.
Yep. Picks up the 2-pin there. Mike's got a 20-pin lead halfway through the first match here.
Oh, trips the 4-pin out of there. This is one of those tough patterns. However they fall, you'll take them.
Definitely. I went Brooklyn a couple times in my match, and I was just fine with it at this point.
Mm-hmm. And you don't get extra bonus points for it looking good.
Not a chance.
I looked a little slower. Much better looking shot.
Looks like he slowed it down a little bit and tried to keep it to the left of the hourglass a little bit more there. Keeps himself in the match.
Oh, we got it to mix out of there.
Yep. That was even slower than the last one.
All right, well, see if Mike can parlay that trip 4 into a double here. A little wider. Yeah. Sometimes when you're bowling on easier patterns, you put the so-called pressure on the other guy. It doesn't seem to affect them as much. This is one that if you get their heart rate up a little bit, they might actually overthrow it.
Yep.
They might grab it a little bit. The smallest difference can mean difference between a strike and 6.
You just described Josh Craig to a T on last year's Masters show.
Yep.
Get up in the 10th with a chance to shut Thomas out. Get a little amped, throw it through the break point, and get 6. And then Thomas does Thomas things. Strikes out.
Yep.
It looked like he moved quite a bit left on that one.
Well, gonna give Peyton a chance to make this a lot closer.
This also might be, I'm not 100% sure, but this might be Mike's first finals debut. He's only been in adult league for a few years.
Yeah. Both of them in the Tuesday night league. He's always a solid player. He's been working hard at his game, so nice to see the hard work paying off.
Yep.
Just doesn't quite make it back. Leaves the bucket again. Seen a lot of buckets and 2 pin combinations left on this pattern.
A lot of 3, 6, 10s when you
Mm-hmm.
get it right, or get it left, it means I was right, sorry. All right, Blake. It all comes down to this.
Yeah.
191 max for both of them.
Yep. Basically a tied game. Who can take that deep breath and throw a couple quality shots here might walk away a winner. Probably your typical overcorrection off of the last shot that went a little wide, got a little up the lane,
Yep.
leaving the little baby split. Covered it.
Makes the spare, trying to get 10 here, and puts pressure on Mike to at least get a fill.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh. That counts might be problematic. Needs any fill in what, 3, 4? 4 to win?
Any fill and 4 to win, yep.
The hardest part about that is the fill. You just gotta find a way to get all of them to fall down. Close. Oh,
Takes the 5 out for just a 7 pin.
all right.
Make the spare, keep it on the lane, move on.
Yes, sir. Oh, is it gonna hang on? Oh no. Yeah, that's just one of those that your heart rate's going, you're questioning things in your head, and that is just a tough break. That means that Peyton with 174, Michael with 170, and it means Peyton's moving on to face Thomas Wolf in the next match. Thomas is going to get 2 shots on each lane, and he will get choice of what lane he wants to start on.
Mike goes home with $400 for 5th place, and Peyton's still alive for the chance at the $1,100 top prize and the trip to this year's Masters tournament in Thunder Bowl.
Back at Thunder Bowl, back-to-back years. Get our first look here at Thomas warming up. Looks like he's playing kind of that straighter line, kind of like right up that 8 to 10 area. May be interesting to see with Mike being in the middle how that changes things. It was only one game, but lots of service. Never know.
Blake, you and Thomas were at Thunder Bowl this past March for last year's Masters. What do you see the differences? Obviously, just from watching it online, it looks a lot more here than it did there.
Absolutely. It has the same characteristics of being tough and in the same areas. It's just everything seems to hook a little bit more. So it's still tough. It just makes your angles of attack a little different than what it was down there. It also allows you to throw a little bit weaker stuff.
Right.
A lot of guys there were throwing very strong equipment with strong layouts, just trying to get it to pick up and roll.
Out of the two balls you practice, which one do you think gives him the best look here?
I think Thomas is probably going to go with the Dynasty. That's kind of one he said he went to it like game 2 of the first round and threw it most of the second round. Just kind of a rollier piece, but doesn't have a lot of surface on it, so it kind of pushes through the front a little bit. And it still gives them that controlled reaction in the back. Looks like Thomas is going to get us started off, and it looks like he did grab the Dynasty. The big question is, which one was it? He has 2 of them. Good start, starting things off.
Peyton does look like he's saying with the power torque in our match earlier this morning. He did only stay in it for about a game, and then he went to the hammer special effect.
You can tell, though, from the beginning of last match to now, he's definitely closed his angles off a lot more. As we say in league all the time, hit the one in the front.
It's about 90% of the battle most days.
Especially on this. It's just so easy to do. It's just a little up the lane. You cross over, go Brooklyn. Whether you tell yourself to just make a better shot or you make a little bit of an adjustment, it's so easy for it just to go out the window and never try. But good pickup there. Oh, and rolls the 2-pin. Yeah, that one just looked like it had a little bit of a belly out compared to just right up the lane. And that's that little bit of change. Takes it from dead flush to light and getting lucky and rolling the 2-pin.
That one was better.
Yeah. It seems like any bit of movement to the right, it just burns up that much more energy trying to make its way back. See if Peyton can get settled in here and make a better shot. Yep. All right, those of you just joining us, just want to fill you in here in an unprecedented situation. Darren Cini is part of our Stepladder finals. He's our number 2 seed. So you have me, Blake Wallstrom, filling in with Josh Craig, just trying to keep this boat afloat right now and bring you the action. What do you think Peyton needs to do here? He seems like he's kind of pulling it, going high. Then he goes light, goes Brooklyn again.
I still think he's quite a bit further left. He's probably a good zone and a half left than he was this morning, so I'm just not sure if he's not comfortable with the ball shape there with the surface, because when he got that far left in our match, he was throwing that hammer effect, and it got down the lane a good 5 feet more.
Yeah, that one just doesn't seem like it has.
Did.
Doesn't seem like it has like anything left in the back end, so it's kind of just rolling out. All right, so that one went out again, but stays clean, leaving the 1-2. And Thomas cleans it up. Yeah, Small, and you would be correct. There is no room for pride on this pattern. You might feel a little guilty about throwing the Brooklyn or carrying something, but at the end of the day, you don't get any bonus points. Whatever the score is on the board is what you have, and however they fall is what you got. And there's that 3-6-10 you were talking about if you go a little high.
Yep. Cleans it up though, moves on. Still in plenty of control for this match here so far.
Yep, that starting with that turkey is definitely big. Gives you a little room for error. That was a ball change. I wonder what he went to there.
That was a special effect.
His looks a lot bluer than mine does. Sure that's not the maximum effect? The teal one? I don't see any red on it.
You would be correct.
Okay.
The second one. The first one.
Maybe the third one. The one that just came out.
It's not the one that just came out.
Not the one that just came out, huh?
No.
Hard to see from this angle. The all blue one would be the effect tour. That's the newest one.
Just the hammer effect.
Oh, just the hammer effect. All right.
Yep.
That would be the OG, the original
That
one.
would be the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, and that one looks like it saves it, which I believe that one is pearl. So that would make sense. Saves it a little bit for the back end. Good shot by Thomas there. Cleaning it up just by maintaining, filled frames here. He's putting pressure on Peyton. Peyton's going to have to at least double, if not get a turkey somewhere in here to get caught back up.
Just not saving enough energy at the back.
No,
I'm in a little behind.
that's
Back-to-back wrap 10s.
That's kind of where he was in his second match and was exploring other options and just wasn't finding anything that was, it'd either read too early or just be like that, not quite have enough in the back. But runs down another 10 pin.
Pulled that one by quite a bit. Even the 3-9, which is not the easiest square to begin with, and it is extremely challenging on this pattern. Thomas is also from the Bismarck-Mandan area. Peyton is able to pick up the 3-9. Down by 27 through 6 here. Definitely going to need to find a way to double here in the 8th and 9th.
Yeah, got to find a way to put a little bit of pressure on somehow. Close. Oh, and trips the 4-pin out of there. Thomas Wolf is from the Bismarck-Mandan area as well. See that one? Ooh. Kind of a unconventional leave there. Had a score correction. Yep, looks like Jeff got that taken care of. All right, let's see if Thomas can make a good shot here. Looks like a better pitch. Ooh, and carries the 10 out of there with a messenger.
Yeah, that one was much better. He got it into the Thomas Wolf roll there. Got it to roll through the fronts a little better than the last couple.
Yep, and it was a little more up the lane and not so. But here's Peyton. If he can find a way to strike out here, put some pressure on, shoot 216. Double here would be huge. And
Left again.
yeah, might have been high, but he did throw a lot of stuff over there. Nothing was able to hit it, knock it down. All right.
Spares it up, but all he can really do at this point is try and get through to at least make Thomas show up.
Well, we've seen last match what can happen if you make somebody show up. Sometimes nerves and mental thoughts and everything like that can get in the way. That looks a little wide. Oh, it mixes it up. It just doesn't make it up the hill. Well, that about does it. He picks this up. Thomas will need 4 pins in 2 shots. And now he only needs 3 pins in 2 shots. That kind of looked like I think ball change to a stronger ball.
Yep.
Not good with the mode of things. I just know the Dynasty because I always tell them to throw it because I like the way it rolls for them.
I just know the Dynasty and the Paranoia.
Yeah. And of course, a shock. Everyone knows a shock.
Another ball change. Tried the coral there on that one.
Well, we're about to get into the moment that everyone's been waiting for. Darren Cini walking into frame on that side of the camera.
The other side of the camera. Finished out the game here. Thomas defeated Peyton Summers 216 to 185. Peyton does take home $500 for his 4th place efforts. And Thomas moves on.
Kind of looks like Darren's looking kind of in that same area Michael Nybauer was in. Trying to keep it nice and tight. Get that ball into a tumble. And
Yep, Cini's really went through, from what I've seen, 3 bowling balls this weekend. He's been throwing the brand new Storm Equinox solid, the Harsh Reality solid, and then I have seen him throw the newer 900 Global Cove a decent bit as well.
yep, those are the ones I've seen him throw.
Looks like right now the weapon of choice is the Harsh Reality solid. And it looks like Darren is going to make Thomas start.
All right, these two are no strangers in bowling against each other. I believe it's been
I think this morning Cini said every time he's made the cut at the Masters, he's bowled Thomas in match play.
until
Except
this
for
year.
this year.
And now here we are. Thomas is sticking with the dynasty, and oh, he threw his own Brooklyn there.
Doesn't have much room to talk now.
Yep. And here is Darren Cini making, I think, his debut on his own channel.
On that side of the camera, you might be correct.
Yeah. Well, let's hope he puts out a good performance here and see what he can do. Oh, keeps it in play. Oh, money. That one's close too. Oh. Was looking at the good shot there, just leaving the 10 pin. Oh no. Unforced error there. A little unfortunate. Oh yes, back in the 2012 WDAY when Cini made his television debut. That one. Yeah, you can kind of just see it off the hand of all the bowlers. If it gets started going to the right, you get in trouble, or in this case, get lucky, miss a head pin completely, leaving yourself something makeable. Oh. That one looks like you got it going a little bit to the right again.
Looked like it was right and that he got up the back of it a little more than he has been.
Instead, his footing's been a little rough on 11, and he keeps getting up the back of it a little bit. It's been a tough one for him. I think he's missed this one a couple times. Ooh, gets it that time.
Got it there, thrown straight at it. Alright, see if Darren can bounce back from the 10 pin here.
Yep.
Make it a good pitch.
Yep. Keep throwing him like he has the first 2 shots, but a little wider. Didn't quite make it back. Going straight at it. And runs it down, no problem. Looks like a better shot. Is it going to roll? Just kind of pushes past that break point just a little bit. Oh no. Oh, that's not what we want to see. Gotta shake it off. Now,
Way
yeah, that one looked like it started as soon as he set it down. I mean, Darren's making good first shots. He just had the one that got a little wide on him. If he can clean up the spares here, he'll be right back in this match. But that's kind of been the name of the game on this whole weekend is try to hit the pocket, pick up your spares, stay out of the splits and washout trouble. There he goes.
much better pitch there.
Yep. All right. Cini shake off that little mishap. A little inside, go Brooklyn. Even the 5-pin.
Yep. Oh boy.
Ooh, good 9 though. Good 9. All right, ran that down. Darren just needs to find a way to get a couple up on the board, put a little pressure on. Really depends on what Thomas is able to do here in these 2 frames. Oh. I don't know, judging off those last 2 shots, it kind of seems like it starts up now a little earlier.
Correct. That one looked like it was maybe a little in, but it hooked immediately.
That's just a combination of the lanes here at North Hill Bowl and all the surface everyone's been using. And again,
And
this one's a real tough spare on this.
yeah, not quite something I want to be shooting at right now.
No. Suspect he's going to go hard and straight at this. Oh, and he got it out of there.
We got the left lane here. Back-to-back racks of dropping a pin, so he's gonna wait and take the re-rack first.
All right, Cini stepping up here. If he can find a way to throw a double up here, change the momentum in the match. All right, get up the hill. And he got it out. All right.
That was pretty good off the hand there.
Yeah, that's step 1 of the 2-step process here.
can make a good pitch on the left lane.
Yeah, that was a real good shot there. Real good off his hand, the way it got into the roll there. See if you can repeat that. Oh, get up the hill.
Just leaked a little right.
Yeah, leaked a little right. Didn't seem like it got into that roll and kind of just pushed past it. At this point, kind of need to get this one. Keep it close. Shoot it over. Oh, and he got it. Good shot there by Darren. It's always good when you can make jokes about yourself. All right, let's see. And looks like Thomas is getting some early hook. He even mentioned that. Let's see if he can find a way around it here.
Looks like we went to the coral. Well,
Nope, stuck with the Dynasty. Added a little loft. And then it's just lazy down lane.
yep. Just never wanted to make the move to the left.
Yeah. I think the coral will probably be the next step, judging by what he did earlier today. And dead straight, no
Just
question.
throwing the missiles at him.
Yeah. All right. And little re-rack here. That head pin looks like it's
It looks like the bottom of it's broken.
yeah, it looks like it's tilted quite a bit there. All right. See the deep breath there before he walks onto the approach. Looks like he moved in a little bit there.
That is one thing that in our area Thomas might be the best at. Takes a deep breath before he walks up,
Yep.
and then it is just get set and go.
Yeah, you don't want to stand on the approach too long thinking about it. Kind of make your decision before you get on the approach. Take a deep breath, and then just go up there and execute it. A little wide again, get up the hill. Yeah, it just didn't quite. Shoot it over again. Oh. Well.
That unfortunately about does it.
Yeah.
And get all three to make Thomas get just a few pins.
Yeah, it's going to kind of wrap up to be about the same as the last matchup. That looks better. Oh, no. Oh, man. Just insult to injury there.
And with that, Thomas will move on. Darren will take third, take home $650 for his efforts this weekend.
And next match, Jamie Craig, our number one qualifier will be coming in. I think he's going to be a little bit more of the down and in, probably like Thomas, but he has a little more speed going on from what it looked like over on the practice pair. We'll see what ball choice he decides.
If I had to guess, he's going to be a decent amount further left.
Further left,
Yep.
kind of parallel
No
up
matter what he does.
now. Jamie will come in. He'll get 2 shots on each lane, and he is the number one qualifier, so he'll get choice of starting lane. Oh yeah, much further left.
Both of them have made the final match here before. Thomas a little more frequently. Jamie was the 1 seed and lost in 2020 or 2021. Yes, Alex, you are correct. It is a Craig Wolf rematch from last year. Just a different Craig. Because if any of you guys tuned in, we watched Thomas and I bowl an absolute dumpster fire of a championship match last year.
Yeah, well, Jamie figured something out. If I remember right, he didn't start out very hot yesterday.
No.
But later in the day, he definitely found something through a 250 and a 240 in there.
Yes, Jamie was 144 under par after 5.
Yeah,
And
but
then finished minus 23.
that is a big time turnaround. Definitely found something. Looks like Jamie is going to decide to have Thomas start this match, which is probably smart because Thomas was getting that early hook on lane 12. Make him finish over there. Also, Jamie gets to finish first and apply that pressure. And here we have it. This will be the start of our championship match here at the 2025 NDBowlTV Masters here at North Hill Bowl.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah, I think he may have moved in a little bit on that 10th frame shot. Seen something he liked. The big question is going to be, is that there on lane 12?
Looks like Jamie is going to go with the Roto Grip RST Hyperdrive Pearl.
Ooh, mixes it out of there. Looks like Jamie's able to create a little bit of a heavier roll into the pocket, slapping the pins around a little bit more than some of the guys that were.
Ooh, here we go. Now he's really throwing a wrench into things.
Different ball.
Different ball on the left lane.
Well, Oh, that was a,
Smash 8 with the Ion Pro solid on the left.
yeah, it looks like he's playing it possibly a little tighter on 11.
It looks so, yep.
Oh, making things more difficult than they need to be. All right.
Dang, just getting there. Trying to hook that.
All right, Thomas made a good shot on the first frame. Let's see if that same move and adjustment will work here in frame 2.
Looks like we got Darren Cini back in the booth here with us.
How we doing, guys?
Oh, we're treading water over here.
Oh man, that was tough.
Yeah, it looks like it just would, if you missed out or if you threw it maybe a little hard or didn't catch it, or just leak wide. And
Yeah, there's so much oil out there, and I haven't been on a show in 13 years, so it showed.
yeah, Kenny Fletcher told us 2012.
Yeah.
WDA WAC.
13 years, holy moly. Well, who do you guys have winning this one?
Well,
I don't know, 11, especially for Thomas, hooks quite a bit, or 12 hooks quite a bit earlier for Thomas compared to 11.
looks like
So I don't know if that's why Jamie's throwing 2 different balls. But Jamie's throwing 2 different balls, and he looks like he's quite a bit tighter on 11 than he is on 12.
I'd say definitely based off the first 2 shots, Jamie had a little bit of a better picture of what was going on, but you can never count Thomas out, as you've seen earlier. It's just pick up spares and try to stay clean.
Yeah, kind of playing that trap spot out there. That's where I was all weekend. It's the only way I could get the ball to the pocket. I leak it at all as one of the lowest rev rates out here. I had no chance.
Yeah.
And like Thomas was saying, we talked after the match, and he said most of the people are pulling in the step ladder, kind of playing that shot, that little trap shot, fall back, and he's trying to go almost across it, so he's getting a little squirrely down lane because of it.
Oh, and another unforced error.
That looks familiar.
Yeah. It's just a tough one, especially with the way Thomas has been on the show for so many times. Doesn't usually make a whole lot of mistakes.
Yeah, that was half the battle in my matches today, was just to fill frames. If you avoided the splits, you were in your match. Whoops.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Yeah.
leave.
For the most part, if you were shooting 185, 190, you were sitting in a real good spot in your matches. And in order to do that, if you stay out of trouble, you only need a strike, maybe 2.
Yep. All right, everyone in the chat, how did these guys do for the past hour and a half? Fill me in here. I do appreciate you guys doing this.
Clean that one up. What do you think that was? Do you think he was a little amped up on that one, or? You think-
Jamie and I see Jamie's game very differently.
Yeah. Well, brothers, that will happen.
Jamie doesn't like it when my response is, you threw it 22 miles an hour through the break point, so it never stood a chance.
Yep.
He left.
Oh, good break.
Oh, and he gets the break.
That's when you want them, though, for the double. Like,
Oh,
that's the perfect time for one of those.
Yeah, especially on your bad lane, and now you can go to the lane that you've struck twice on already, and maybe parlay that right into a 3-bagger.
Look. Oh, it could have went.
Yeah, he definitely has a little bit more misroom to the right on 11, which is probably because of the early hook on 12. But
Yeah, and I'm just interested if, I think right now Thomas is sitting pretty good. I don't think he is worried so much about finding something perfect on 12. He's just trying to stay out of trouble. But I think if Jamie's able to find a way to put a double up or something like that, it might force him to try something.
I mean,
think
if Thomas is picking up 4 pins, he's dangerous.
he says those are tough.
Like that one right again. Gonna have to find a way to slow down or trap it a little bit more to get it to make the turn.
Yeah, unfortunately right now, I feel like the only way Jamie's
Square helps the cause.
to maybe get this one here is he's going to have to make some quality shots and
Gotta find a double somewhere.
yeah, and then he's going to have to make Thomas maybe try to figure something out on 12, but if you don't force him to, you can just keep trying to get spares on that lane and move on. Especially catching that early double. Better shot. I just,
Still just never saw it.
yeah, and just either,
And it was 3 miles an hour slower than the last one.
yeah.
So Thomas said that the USBC Masters is back in Detroit in March. So
Thunderbolt again.
the winner here will receive paid entry into that.
See, and then
That's so easy to do.
it is.
It's
It's
so easy to do.
Especially for Jamie, because he, being two-handed, he does get some revs on the spare ball. So if he clips the hourglass wrong,
Yep.
it tries to go right, even if the ball's going left.
Yeah, normally you have a little bit of leeway with the
Yep.
oil and the ball just doing something, but with this much volume, there's no chance.
yeah.
Left again.
Not the spare you really want to throw at.
No.
Cini, has there ever been anybody who's won this twice? I know Thomas has won it multiple times, but
Yes.
not back-to-back.
Correct. No one's won
Thomas
back to
the only
back.
one?
I believe Thomas is the only winner multiple times. Smalls has won this. Mike Morris has a title.
Brad Peterson. Brad
Uh,
won it one year. Did Mike beat Brad?
Mike beat Brad. I don't
Okay.
Brad's been in the show quite a
Yep.
few times here.
Taylor.
Taylor's won and Thomas twice.
All right, well, we got 27 pin match here.
Yep.
Yeah. That one just gets through the,
Just got to hit the one in the front.
yeah, that one gets through the front. It's a little bit better than 12, and 12 is just the problem right now. This is time for Jamie to make a move here. See what he can do.
Yep. Now or never.
It's okay.
Slower.
There we go.
There you go.
Gotta let the ball work, right?
Correct. Hard hard to do, but got to find a way.
And I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm trying to throw the ball slower, I'm usually like moving slower. I seen after that shot, he kind of just jumped up, grabbed the ball, and he's already on the approach. I like to be a little bit more deliberate when I'm trying to be slow.
And that's really difficult too because your heart's going, your everything. So you got to calm down the rest of your body in order to really throw the ball slower.
You know, and that's kind of what we're talking with Thomas. He's really good about taking a deep breath before he gets on the approach. And then once he gets on the approach, he doesn't take a lot of time to think about it or question what he's doing. He already has it in his mind. He gets up there and throws a shot.
Yeah, experience is definitely showing here in this Stepladder Finals. So what do you guys think? Do you guys want to do the interview afterwards, or you want me to stay in here for you?
We can keep the boat afloat over here.
It's up to you guys.
Don't matter to me. This is your show. We're just
I mean, we did have one person say we did a great job, so.
oh,
Big shot there.
yeah, that's
Yeah, we'll turn it over to these two and the winner for the post-tournament interview, and then I'll come back on and close things out. How's that sound?
sounds like a plan.
Got a hook. And
Oh, he almost gets it.
Almost.
Almost.
Wow, look at that. I don't know if you could see that on the screen, but that thing was very close to tipping over.
We did get one comment about no golf hat for Darren Cini today.
Yeah.
Kind of figured, right? There's got to be a bald joke in there somewhere, too. Maybe. Wow, I just didn't see it. And that looks like it's going to do it, fellas.
Yeah, you needed them all there to kind of make them show up.
So Thomas Wolf is going to be your back-to-back and three-time winner here at the Masters. And if Jamie strikes out, Thomas needs a mere pin, which I think he can handle. But great run for Jamie. I believe the payout was $850 for second and $1,100.
Jamie gets $845. Thomas will get
Very nice.
$1,100 in the coveted spot to the
Which is a
USBC Masters.
$500 value, and I do want to give a big shout out to the folks here at North Hill Bowl who contributed $2,000 to the prize fund, plus are sponsoring that Masters entry. So $2,500 total for.
Jamie looks real thrilled to be throwing the field ball here.
Yeah, this is his second or third loss in the final? Because he lost to Matt.
Second, we lost to Matt the
Quite a few
year he
years
was-
ago,
his
like
freshman
5.
year, the year he went to Weber. He
Sure.
flew back for the Masters.
Starting to think it's a good idea that Craig's partner up with Thomas in some of these tournaments because
Yeah, I mean, there's
back-to-back years.
an oversized plaque in the office that I still have to show Blake today that really shows how good Thomas is, considering he had 150 the first game at Nationals this year.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Taking 7th at
Yep.
USBC Open Championships, Wolfie's Pro Shop. All right, so momentarily we'll bring Thomas in here for a quick interview, and then I'll jump back in and we'll close things out. So big congrats to Thomas. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in today here at the NDBowlTV Masters.
Right down the middle. That'll just be a moment here, and I think Darren's going to step out and ask him, ask Thomas to step in. Maybe we'll get a word. See what his thoughts are on the back-to-back win at the NDBowlTV Masters. All right, here he is stepping in, our back-to-back champion.
Yeah, buddy.
All
Good old
right.
Thomas Wolf. I would first just like to say, after the 5th frame, I said you were dangerous if you were picking up 4 pins.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would like to say that I'm tired of throwing at the 2-8 for a while, because it is hard to get.
Yeah, especially on this.
Especially when you throw it dead straight every time. That's impressive.
Well, because you can't trust it to hook, you
Right.
know. So, but
So
no, it was fun.
what were you seeing out there?
The right lane was giving me some trouble the last game and a half or so. It was starting to hook very, very early, and then if I went left like a board or two, it would just never see it. So I tried to trick it with my hand a little bit, tried to loft it, tried to roll it. Luckily, got it kind of away with a few to stay out of trouble. And then honestly, just make spares. I feel like anybody that was bowling was going to make a mistake against me playing the middle part of the lane when I was more on the outside. Just because when you get it going away from the head pin, it's pretty tough to get it to come back. So that's kind of what I was hoping for anyway, is just try and stay clean and move on.
I say that's kind of what we seen. It looked like it was hooking a little early on lane 12 there. And yeah, kind of just thought that it was going to have to be somebody putting up a double, maybe putting some pressure on you, making you maybe make a ball change or do something, trying to force you into maybe making a mistake. But
Yeah, and you know, every 10th frame, luckily I had a chance to kind of throw some different stuff and maybe move around a little bit, and really didn't like anything on that side.
Right.
Obviously 11 I felt like I had a pretty good control of. I feel like that was the better of the two lanes for sure. And then, yeah, just like I said, just keep it in front of you and don't have big angles and get your 9 and get out of the way.
I'd say the biggest thing would probably be, what was it, 29 clean out of the 30? Because you,
Maybe. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
I think you only missed the one.
The 310 there in this
Yeah,
last game.
I think
so
that was all you missed. So just staying clean and
How about that?
letting other
Hit the
people.
one in the front every time.
Hey, that's right. So
What was your biggest difference besides, was there any big difference for you besides that it hooked a bunch more here than it did there since you were there last year?
not really. I mean, they still, they still play really, really hard. I just feel like with there being a little extra hook here, it puts you in different balls that once it starts to transition, I don't feel like you get to see it as good. So you kind of get tricked. And, that's kind of the hard part. Hey, there's me right there. So that's kind of the hard part. Now, you guys saw it too. You guys bowled. So and Blake was there last year as well, and he can kind of see it too, where, the bigger balls would kind of bail you out last year, I feel like.
Yeah.
Where this year kind of tricked you into being
Especially with the fronts here. I mean, the fronts
Yeah.
here hooked quite a bit already to begin with.
well, and then they disappear.
Yep.
So I thought that was going to be the hardest thing, was making the move front to back. Just because the heads go away here really quick, and then they get really tricky down lane. And you put something hard out here with, no reverse loads in it, and it's going to be really hard. So,
I was honestly shocked that the number yesterday was only 3 pins lower than it was last year. Because I thought last year's pattern was way more playable
I felt like it was
than what
too.
we had out here this weekend.
Yep, I felt like it was too. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to win again. I'm glad I got to beat another Craig. This time it was a little bit more convincing.
There was a couple comments about it. Alex had to remind me of last year's match. What I like to try and forget that. It kind of lives rent-free in my head.
Well, I
So-
mean, you were really good that game.
Yeah, I mean, neither of us really wanted to win all that much. What, 164 to 160?
Yeah, something like
Really-
that. Yeah,
He really performed there.
yeah. But no, just happy to go my way with the win. It's Gonna be fun to go back out there again. I was
Fun to
planning
bowl
to
again.
go kind of regardless, I guess, depending if we didn't have soccer and the wife wants to come and whatever else. So, yeah, we're looking forward to a good season so far. A good start to the year.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Yeah, you're already off to a good start. You had, third, fourth in Wilson last weekend,
Yep.
a first place this weekend. And in 2 weeks, we'll head out to the Fargo-Moorhead area for singles and doubles, and hopefully you can
Hopefully you can carry
hold me up because we're not off to a good start this year. So,
Blake's going to get a little heavy.
yeah,
He
but
already is getting heavy.
well, that happens. We might need to go on the diet or something.
Yeah.
But once again, congratulations, and we'll get Cini back in here to close it out for us.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for tuning in today. Big thank you to both of you guys. I appreciate you stepping in. Everyone has always asked what would happen if I make a show, and I guess this is what happens.
Yeah, well, it worked out, and as far as
Figured it
I know,
out
we're
today.
still online. So
Yeah.
hey, what are you?
All right. Well, big thank you to them. Big thank you to everyone who tuned in today here at the NDBowlTV Masters. We'll be live again in 2 weeks down at Sunset Lanes in Moorhead for the State Scratch Singles. I'm not sure if we're going to stream the whole day or just the finals. I haven't decided that yet. But it kind of depends on how many people show up because it's a pretty tight space there at Sunset. But look for that in 2 weeks. I won't be bowling, so we won't have to deal with this that time. But thank you all for tuning in. I do want to remind everyone that Storm is the official bowling ball sponsor of the High Plains Bowling Network. And, of course, head on over to zellogear.com and save 10% using promo code NDBowlTV10 on your order. Again, you're watching live coverage of the 2025 NDBowlTV Masters right here on the High Plains Bowling Network. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.